with Mike, Julia, and Christian. It's a hella bash. Tune in and check out the podcast. We got the nerd button on repeat and we're gonna smash. Come on in, I assure you that we're open. Shoe polish on our signs cause our locks are always broken. You need that view askew? You know we got you, dude. Showing gratitude and always smiling, never rude. Top 5 movie reviews and what's new. We bringing out the big guns when we coming through. Welcome to the stage. Come on, enjoy the day. Hurry up, no common lies. You know we love it the sacred thing.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Live from the Secret Stash, episode 37.
Oh my gosh, it is episode 37.
We made it, guys.
We did.
I am one of three amazing hosts, Christian Cortez, joined always by...
Hello, I'm Michael Zapsik. I'm typing something in.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. He's,
Yeah, no, it's,
he is, unfortunately,
There we go.
unfortunately,
Yep.
people, yes, we started this podcast before. I'm
We were talking about something.
surprised that we actually started anywhere close to being on time because
So this is close.
we've fallen down the rabbit hole. But this is Michael Zapsik. I'm Julia Zapsik. And we are live from the Secret Stash. It is March 1st, 2003. We have all watched The Mandalorian.
We
Season 3
have.
premiere. We will not spoil it, but we will talk a little bit about it.
We will.
However, next week or whatever week we come back,
Spoiler territory.
yeah, we will talk about it. And if you haven't seen it by then,
Fuck you. That's what it is. If you haven't seen it by then, fuck you.
yeah, we're a little spicy tonight. It's got
I'm
a little
spicy every week.
Got
folks,
a little bit
so.
chilly in New Jersey, and and we like I said, Christian got here around 3:30, 4 o'clock,
Yeah, I've been...
And we fell down.
and it's been like deep thoughts for like 3 hours, 4 hours straight. So
And then in the middle of that, you were just like, oh, yeah, watch The Mandalorian.
and oh, by the way, thanks for the donuts.
Let's
eat half a dozen donuts.
We're
and
talking
stuff.
about history and all this, like all this other stuff, and then all of a sudden, oh yeah, Christian, go watch The Mandalorian. And I'm still deep in thought, and I'm like, oh wait, let me go turn off the brain for a second and go enjoy this magnificent
But
Disney Plus show.
It is a good day. and it's
I
good.
will
Thank
say-
you everyone for joining us. Yes,
I
What do you
loved it.
say?
I
was
loved it
good.
so much. You would think I would.
Donuts.
We're talking
Hold
about-
on.
It's all good.
Yeah.
There we go. I loved it.
I loved it.
I loved it. There we go.
Now we go.
God.
But yeah, no, I really enjoyed it.
Yes,
I thought it
first
was
time.
fun. I really, oh my God, it seems like they stepped up the visual effects a little bit this season as well. Very slight thing that I noticed, but I enjoyed that.
Do you love how they got rid of Cara Dune?
No.
How awesome was that?
How did they get rid of her?
She had to go to
special for it.
No, she was called back to her home planet where she became princess.
Maybe
You
she'll
all right?
come back.
And then
I liked
worked
her.
with
I liked her character.
So did I, but
Yeah.
but
most
it is
people
what it is.
didn't,
When you
yeah.
play dumb games, you win stupid prizes.
No, they should bring
No.
her back.
No, that was
Mm-mm.
wrong. So
Mhm.
Fuck the suits.
Fuck the
and it
suits.
is and fuck the people who
70-mile-an-hour
fuck
winds.
people.
Jay,
How about that? How about
holy
fuck
crow.
most people?
Yeah, I'm
like
cool with that.
I got like 12 people who cannot go fuck themselves. So
Wow.
and that's up too
Extra
from last
spicy
year.
today,
So there you
people.
go.
Extra spicy. I hope you're all wearing your bibs. So yes, it is. We debated episode 37, right? Because 37, of course, is a hallowed, is a special magical number
But it's
in the View Askew universe. But the truth of the matter is that we feel like every day
Is
here in the View
special,
Askew
yes.
universe is special, and
Yeah.
we just couldn't think of something special enough. So we decided to just go for 37.
Go for broke.
Every other.
We
like,
love you guys
podcast.
and you love us. It's cool.
no, that's the whole thing.
We're
is that
doing it. It's
we're
either gonna
special
be
enough for you, and if
fantastic.
not-
Exactly.
Guess
But-
what, folks? Can you hear me saying it, or you should just hear it in your head? But we have people to thank.
Yes, we do people to thank. So this showed up. This was a very nice surprise. This showed up and
I
it says
think
do
this-
not open until the 37th live from the Secret Stash.
So yes,
So here we
Okay.
are.
So here we are. And it was
Go ahead, you
addressed
can
it was
open.
addressed to Christian, Mike, and Julia. So here we go. Taking out the wrapping.
go more than that. Come on, don't
We're
tease the people.
suspense and everything.
No, it's a visual
Aw.
medium.
Snowball. No way.
Oh,
This is adorable.
Oh my God. Yo.
oh my gosh, look at that.
That looks amazing.
That is super cute.
These
Oh
are
my God.
adorable. Yes.
Oh, but dudes, I love snowballs. I would never be like
No, yeah, you would.
about
Yeah,
snowballs.
you would.
Snowballs?
Honey, the Veronica
It's
snowballs.
Veronica Snowballs.
Yeah.
It's Clerks.
Yes.
I totally missed that.
That was
See,
good.
this is why I'm
So
like,
good,
you know what?
you'll want to eat 37 in a row.
Oh my God. This is amazing. I
True.
love Little Zap. This is great.
This is awesome. This is even better than what Michael brought me before, which I will go get and show.
Don't eat those on the way through the parking lot, Mark.
Is that what it says?
Yeah. Thanks for that, Mark. I love you, man. That was great.
Oh,
Oh my gosh, yeah. Are they really snowballs in there?
There,
Yes,
I
they
think,
are.
yeah, these are
So,
100% snowballs.
This is my
There are.
favorite thing in the world, like around this season. But now this is my new favorite thing in the world. I think so. If they're really snowballs in
They're
there.
snowballs,
They're
It's my
yes.
favorite
snowballs. They made
My favorite
these
thing.
that's
amazing.
adorable.
I
Oh
love
my
these.
So
gosh.
I think this is from.
thing. I was gonna say, who's it from though?
Does it
It's
say-
the mystery.
This has got to be Chrissy,
I mean, obviously.
Chrissy Wiseman, and
Engelbert Humperdinck.
yeah.
Oh, okay. Is it really? Hold on, Christian. Is
Yes.
anyone taking credit for that?
Yes, it is. It's Chrissy made the boxes,
Very nice.
and then our boy, Chris worked on them as well with the artwork
Yes,
as well.
thank you so
It
much.
says, where did he say? And they actually have snowballs inside. If you like Peeps, Julia, try the Pepsi. We finally found the person who likes the Peeps, and that's you.
That is me. That
It
is me.
says
I'm
read the
Pete's-
back. I'm assuming that little
read
card.
The back.
I'm assuming that little one.
No.
No,
Or the
there's
back, the nutritional
the
facts.
nutritional
The
facts.
ones that are like,
Oh my
holy
god.
shit, you're out of your fucking mind.
Yeah, I'm
not gonna
completely
read that.
blind now. I can't read it. I
Yeah.
can't read it.
Servings in this box.
Oh, this is the whole
there's
disgruntled
30
projects team.
37 dicks. There you go. Good.
Oh, hold on.
There's no fucking way. Are you out of your minds? This is gonna just no.
Gotta
No.
open the flap. Oh,
Thank you.
okay, here we go. So, full disclosure, I knew he
I'm
was
gonna keep
kind of
these.
working on something,
Uh-huh.
but like I
Thank
told
you,
Chris
Chris
that
and Chrissy.
I told them I wanted to be surprised, and this is even better than I could have hoped. I love this. Hold on. So, I'm just trying to I'm trying to be gentle because I actually really want to keep the box and keep all that
Oh, yeah.
intact.
You can use a box cutter and open it.
I got it.
Oh, you did?
I'm careful.
Not
there you go.
third.
Look at that. Oh,
There we
that's
are.
cool. Congratulations on 37 episodes in a row ish from the crew at Disgruntled Projects. Chrissy Wiseman, Andrew Thomas, John Bruce, Jay Boyd, and some other guy.
Yeah. All right. Thanks.
And so
No,
hang on.
no, it's not. No,
Okay, I
it's,
can't even
it's
see that.
underneath.
Aw, this
That's
is
so
amazing.
dope. Jules, this is what they were talking about.
Aw, that is awesome.
This is so dope.
That is so awesome.
Here.
Hey, wait, hold on. Now we can do
Oh,
like a
that's
whole.
real,
We
they're
can do
real.
Stash Babies, the cartoon.
Told you.
Secret Stash Babies. I mean, the eras don't match up. I'll just be a
it'll be
floating ethereal kid.
Yeah. Okay.
This will be great.
I think it does. I
You,
think
you
it,
can
I
have
think
like
it works.
little squiggled down legs, like a sperm.
Oh my
That's
God.
what- That's what it'll do.
I love this.
Oh, I'm
Very
so
nice.
glad. Sunday is amazing. Sunday Jeff's the best. And I hope, Chrissy, I hope you got to meet Sunday Jeff's daughter, Chloe. She also works here. She's the best of the best too. They're just adorable.
Yes, indeed.
You guys are fantastic. So
Yes. Now all I can think of is eating the snowballs. Thanks
Yeah.
a lot, guys.
go ahead, you can have one.
Yeah,
That's-
I don't know.
That's
So-
incredible.
Or the peeps. So
so
that's
thank you.
thank you so
And
much.
we want to. This is a ham-fisted segue, but we want to revisit what we were talking about last week because we were people tended to dig us getting a little bit heavier,
A little heavier in the
a little
topic.
heavier in the tone, and
The only reason we're picking this up too is because there was more that there
Yes.
was uncovered. It wasn't just so. For those who are unaware, last week we were talking about, unfortunately, how they were they're rewriting some books by Roald Dahl and doing it in a way that is pretty much sacrilegious,
right,
and not just him.
well, they're doing it because they think that he's an oddball.
Yeah,
They're going after the weirder people first because it's Dr. Seuss and Roald Dahl, and it just sucks because they'll go after the wacky people
Mhm.
first, because they're like, yeah, you know what? No big deal. They're just changing a couple of words, like a snozberry. Who ever heard of a snozberry? You know what a snozberry is? It's a booger. True.
Okay.
Snozberry. It's gross.
Yeah, no,
But
the
they're-
snozberries taste like snozberries.
they're-
Of course they do.
They're they're going after stuff like, oh, nobody could possibly have a problem with us taking out certain words or certain,
But then you found something this week that got you a bit heated from what I heard.
And Chris McDonald balls deep is how I'm going. All right, buddy. Yeah, so
Dun, 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 dun,
Yeah,
dun,
we're talking
dun,
about,
dun,
007.
dun,
They're-
dun, 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 dun,
Ian
dun,
Fleming
dun,
is
dun,
being
dun.
targeted next.
Yeah,
Yes.
apparently they're trying to do what they did to Roald Dahl's books recently, and they're trying to do it to the James Bond books,
Right.
which is just
Heinous.
ridiculous, disgraceful, disgusting, despicable.
And I thought that when we were in the back and we were just kind of, getting really, really deep in our feels in there, we were talking about the difference. And one of the things we were debating is, does it make a difference? And is it more important to protect the integrity of the author, even if you disagree with the author's choices? If it's a fiction if it's a work of fiction versus a work that is supposedly historical, semi-historical, biographical, autobiographical, not autobiographical, but so because and I was relating to Christian that I bought a textbook years and years and years ago from an old bookstore. I mean, this is from like the 1830s, 40s, 50s. And the reason why I walked out of the store with it was because I was fascinated in a horrified and you got to be fucking kidding me way. Because it was a textbook, it was used in schools. And very long story short, basically it was like, oh, okay, here's everything about like everything that's worth knowing, right? And here you got the Romans and the Greeks, and you've got the ancient Britons, and you've got the Saxons, and you've got the Vikings, and law and on and on and on about that, many chapters about that. And then you're just like, well, yeah, Asia was important too, I guess, because China and a little bit about Japan, a couple other countries, and then it's like, towards the back of the book, a couple of pages, it's like, yeah, and then there are these continents over, like the New Americas was great because colonists went and got it, but there were a bunch of people already living there, and they were kind of interesting in a weird way, and we don't need to talk much more about that. But the great thing is, the very, and then they're like, and then there's a continent of Africa. It's really big. It's hot.
And that's it.
Nothing really happened there of any note, so we're just going to skip it. And I'm like, what the fuck, right? So, but I was like, this is history, right? This was the way history was written. So,
brain surgery.
So
3,000 years before we even thought about doing brain surgery.
When it comes,
let's just skip over all of that because it's not currently
there's nothing to see here, right? So, so when you're thinking about going back and what you're going to leave for the next generation, you can absolutely understand, and I don't think there'd be much argument, but people being people, you could probably find some people to argue this point that having an accurate view of the human history all across the globe is probably pretty important. You want to be methodical, careful, and deliberate, and honor the truth all in every continent across the world. Do we really need to go back and rewrite, Roald Dahl and Ian Fleming, who wrote fictional stuff? I guess that's where we were kind of like,
we were talking about that,
digging into, right?
The victors write the history books. And so are we supposed to assume that now the people who are woke are the people who are rewriting fiction?
See, here's the problem. I think that I'm one of those people that is of the mindset that woke isn't necessarily a bad thing. It literally, that just means being aware of what biases and what advances you have in the world depending on how you look. I get that part, but when it comes to the books and stuff like that, you have to understand that yes, these were written at a time where things were very different and things are ever changing. So like, what is our media like that we put out now going to look like in fucking 15 years?
Well,
are we going to change that? Are we going to fucking change Captain America because we're going to change Bucky because he's offensive to amputees?
Well, we were
Like
laughing.
what?
We were laughing because, well, that's a good point. We were laughing because we were saying, like, what if in 200 years, all consumption of meat has been outlawed, right? There's a worldwide consensus that eating meat is bad, and everybody's a vegetarian or some kind of a vegetarian. Are we going to start replacing meat eaters in books? I mean, are we going to start eliminating references to roasting ribs on an open fire because it's offensive now? I mean, so you can kind of get ridiculous about it. We don't need to get ridiculous about it. But there's the tension. There's the tension between how do you honor how far we've come if you don't know how far we've come, right? As a society and as a human culture, like meaning like all across the globe, north, south hemisphere. How do you honor the fact that progress has been made and that we're not still, roaming around, slaughtering each other on a daily basis?
Give us time.
With a few exceptions, we could point out around the world right now, it's still going on. But how do you measure your progress if you don't have any record of
Your
of
past.
where you started, right? Of exactly where you're fast. And we were talking about ways in which, and I was saying I thought that I forget where it is. I wish I could remember where it is, but it was someplace. I was either Louisville or Atlanta. I was visiting at a conference, and I walked out, and it was, we were on our way somewhere, which is why I didn't really stop and take it in, which is why it's not really in my memory. But it was a square, and we were passing through, and they had taken a statue down, but they put a plaque up, and basically it was, this was a I don't want to say an arena, but it was a square where they basically held slave auctions. And the statue that was there honored like the person who owned the land and who gave it up to hold the slave auctions. They tore that down, but they put up a plaque, and it basically said like, yeah, we've taken down
This is what happened
the
here.
statue because the guy was an asshole, and who wants to celebrate an asshole, horrible person. But, it's important to remember why this place is important, and not just because, there's a discussion about the pros and cons of the history, but because people lost their lives here. People were sold as chattel here. And, we need to honor those people, right? We need to remember those people in all the pain and with all the horror that goes along with that.
Because because everyone, and it's one of the reoccurring comments that comes up throughout the rest of this, and it's literally just, if you erase history, you are doomed to repeat it. And we've seen it. We've seen it happen over and over again.
Unfortunately,
and it's just the fact that we keep falling into the vicious cycle. It's like we keep going back to the abusive boyfriend. Like, yo, what the hell?
That's a good point.
Like, it's kind of ridiculous. And then Chris Engelbert Humperdinck made a great comment earlier where he was like, let's go after the Bible next. It'll end up being 3 pages long.
Because, you can't talk about incest, and that's pretty much all the beginning Bible was.
And
That's
then,
all it was.
But then,
who begat who? There was brother fucking and sister fucking.
there was everything.
All sorts of fucking in
It's
the
not.
Bible.
It's not woke.
No,
No,
that ain't-
it sucks.
But that's the way you had to go back then. You got no choice.
Oh God.
Cain, Abel.
See, now Charles has a great point as well. If we're redoing the Bible, can we add robots? Yes.
And I want the dinosaurs,
Oh,
man.
that's a great segue.
I
Who
want
said that?
dinosaurs.
Who said that? And robots. Who said that? James? A guy named James?
Who
Jay
said Charles?
Charles.
Okay,
Rivera.
Charles.
Charles Rivera. He's like, I want to add robots
Yeah.
to the Bible. I can
Oh,
get
yeah.
behind that.
I think
Android.
should
Can we
do-
make them both androids and robots?
Well,
I want
zombies, right? The zombies are already
Jesus
in there.
was a zombie. Sorry,
So-
I hate to tell you that.
Engelbert Humperdinck seems to be starting a Mike-related religion.
Oh, cool. Go to town, man. I'm all
Why
for
not?
it.
Yeah.
Wait,
why not?
Beth, you have a comment that kind of confuses me. You want Muppet versions, please? You want a Muppet version of the Bible?
Yeah, I don't.
I don't know if I want to do that. I don't know if the world wants that, but it'd be a great satire.
It's time
Like,
to crucify Jesus. It's time to. No, I just can't see that. No, it's.
I
not.
mean, if it's like Muppets doing like Life of Brian, I would be
There's
okay
a line.
with that.
There,
Right.
there is a line.
But I'm just saying.
Totally
that,
just crossed over the line.
okay.
Actually, I
I
was
see
going to
what
say
you did. Crossed. Gotcha. All right.
that was a great segue because the other deep thought moment that we had back there was, once we beat the shit out of whether or not sensitivity readers should be rewriting everything that we
because
have
that
ever,
is just bullshit. And
read in
that's-
the history. Then we got to something that Christian. You want to describe
Go ahead.
anime rock paper scissors?
Yeah. So, okay, for those who follow these guys online, if you've heard of them, cool. If not, whatever. These are some creators I follow from a company called Corridor Digital, and they've been making short films on YouTube for about a decade, and they've been really fucking good at it, real good at it. They're primarily live action filmmakers, but they just recently put out a video where they claimed to create something that was going to change the animation landscape.
Mhm.
And then I watch it, and it is not that at all. So what they ended up doing was they took some live action footage, used AI, and trained it from a data set of images from other animes of the past, particularly this one that's free on YouTube. I'm blanking on the name.
Okay.
But they took that AI and trained it so that it took their live action footage that they filmed and put quote unquote anime style drawings over their footage, creating this look that is a blend between
Is that
like
hentai.
it looks like anime, but it's
not all anime is.
not all anime is hentai.
No, I
Mike.
said, does it look like hentai?
It looks
Why would
fucking
you-
atrocious, to be
Because-
honest with you.
Because why? Because hentai looks horrible.
Okay.
That's, I mean, is you're not wrong, but here's the problem, is that they are
You're thinking the
advertising.
wrong thing. You're thinking that porn crap. You're thinking the tentacle porn. No,
I am?
I have no idea what the hell. But you're like,
I'm so lost.
why would you say that? It's like, because hentai sucks, and I don't want to see fucking hentai. This does look like hentai.
So I'm showing Mike a video of it. I'm not going to show y'all. You can look it up on your own time.
Hentai looks like
So-
shit, and this looks awful.
But
I mean, if you're gonna do this,
okay.
do it yourself. But no, hold on, honey.
Oh.
You threw it out there. Don't you woke the bear. Don't.
We're spicy today, guys.
This is fucking ridiculous. This is horrible.
Okay, but our studio audience can't see it, so I'm just trying to
Go and look at it because it looks like shit. So put yourself through that.
I'll share
also,
it. I'll share it.
If you've got a wood chipper, throw yourself into that one too.
So the problem is that they're using
Yes.
AI generated images to say that it is original art. And here's the problem, is that the images that they're generating to create this are stolen. Like it's straight up stolen. They're using images from a database that is trained from AI from images that they
so
pulled
it's
from
not actually
various
creating
anime.
new pieces of art.
No,
Just
this is
taking
all
art that's already been done
Yeah,
and then it's
and claiming it to be this
Gotcha.
new process. But the problem is that a lot of people are seeing it as this new process. And when you take away the artist's hand in animation, it's not animation.
But,
Like,
and weren't you saying something about how like the argument for it is that we're going to democratize animation and it's too hard for
That's what they're
ordinary
saying.
people to get into animation.
I don't
So,
necessarily believe that. I think
Yeah.
that if you train hard enough, like if you actually practice and draw and actively take part in that community, you can become an animator. But like Joe Schmo off the street now can theoretically do this and then call themselves an animator.
But do we want? I mean, listen, I can't draw a straight line with a ruler. I don't have any artistic talent whatsoever. Should we be creating a world where someone with no talent in art, which would be me, is really expected or elevated to an ability to compete with people who actually have natural
No, I
born,
think the answer is no.
artistic talent? I don't think so. I don't think I should be empowered by a machine to go toe to toe with people who actually are fucking bona fide, talented, brilliant fucking artists. I mean,
Not at all.
I have other things that I can do well, and I probably should focus on them. I'm not sure I want a
There you go.
world
That's
that
perfect.
empowers people like me to like be competitive with people who actually have fucking talent.
It's a
You know?
it's a cheat code and a lame one.
There you go.
That's what
I
Charles
like
just
that.
said.
I like
Because
that.
it is 100% that. And I have a problem with this because the more popular that type of video gets, that video is at 1,000,005 views already. There's going to now be people who think, oh my God, we can open an animation studio without hiring animators. And that's fucking terrifying
Yeah.
because then that can start to just sprinkle the seed in the idea that you can do this you can do work in that industry without animators, which you fucking cannot. You are not going to put these people out of work when they are already fucking treated horribly in this industry.
Let's take this one step further. Let's talk about the people
Amen,
who
brother.
voice actors.
Oh God, yeah.
So talk about people who are like shit upon. Rick and Morty. Justin Roiland.
Piece of shit.
He's not convicted yet.
That's true.
So, due process in this country, my friend.
Okay.
So
Okay.
He's been accused. He hasn't been convicted, but they severed ties with him, and now they're recasting his voices.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Don't you think that he's part of the process? He's a co-creator, and he had major input in.
Is AI
So-
trying to
No,
take
it's not
over
AI,
voice?
but
Okay.
they're recasting for him, and this is like. This is just the animation world because they suck at all fucking animation studios suck. They pay their people shit wages if they pay them at all.
Yeah, I do agree with, but I don't think that what's going on with Justin is too much like this. Only because
No, I'm not saying. I'm just taking it one step further.
Yeah, but with Justin, he was. It's known that he was only involved with Rick and Morty like on the day-to-day and like the first 2 or 3 seasons.
Okay.
And then after that, kind of just backed off and was doing voices mainly because apparently he was such a nuisance in the writers' room,
He was
like
toxic,
like being a piece of shit to people
Yeah.
that they banned him from there. Accused. That's fair.
Right.
Accused of it, but they
man,
banned
you
him
gotta
from
love
the
it.
writers.
Are you
They
Hey,
like
look,
a-
I'm not going
Are
to
you
get us.
invested in
First
the
off, I'm not gonna
studios out
get-
there?
no.
Stardust Studios. Michael's a part investor in
No,
Stardust
I
Studios.
wish that'd be great.
Starlight Studios.
He's an
whatever.
alleged
Stars.
piece of shit.
Yes.
But, you know,
my whole point being, hold on, can let me finish? For you always yell at me.
That's dope, Chris.
I know.
Keep it up. I love that.
But this is sort of the same thing that you have studios who are going to be put out by these people, yet, and for me, it's I had a point, and you both have like hit me with shit, fucking my train of thought up. Thank you both. So on our 37th episode together, I'm just going to shut down like a Bible robot.
well,
Sleep mode. Okay.
We're going to go to sleep mode. Well, coming back to the AI generated stuff, your anime rock paper scissors,
I
Which
just,
sucks.
coming out,
yeah,
kind
I
of
just,
started the whole the whole chatbot thing, right? So we were talking about how
kids are using
kids are
chatbot
using
to write whole ass
papers
papers.
and you were talking about your experience. You used it and I haven't used it. I've seen people use it. I'm not particularly interested. I mean, I don't think that there's probably necessarily a new idea under the sun. I think that at this point, we've got so many billions of people around for so many hundreds of thousands of years that I am pretty sure that the monkeys have typed out every single variation of everything. And I'm just not that interested in what AI chatbot can do. But I know that a lot of academics who are afraid for their privileged. By the way, can I just say that I saw an article this morning about Rutgers University professors wanting a 20% raise, and they want it for them. They don't want it for unless I'm wrong, for the GAs, for the grad assistants, and for the lecturers, the part-time lecturers, adjuncts who literally are on poverty wages and doing most of the work. They want it for themselves. They're already earning 6 figures. They're already I mean, believe me, I've sat in some of these meetings. They're already laughing about how to engineer the system so that families have to continue to take out soul-crushing loans, and students have to, so they can buy their second and third homes. They complain if they have to teach more than one class a semester. Please don't encourage them by giving them a 20% raise and
see
bumping
this?
their salary up.
I'm playing the world's
Um,
smallest violin.
Like I said, they're already earning six figures. They don't
I've
need
never
a
heard
cent
that one.
more. They're just
You got
trying
that
to.
from the AI
They
bot?
see that people are waking up,
SpongeBob SquarePants.
and more people are saying, "Fuck no, I'm not going to gut my retirement fund so that you
No.
can go buy, your second and third house, work till I'm 80, so you can like teach one class a semester and complain about it. I'm not fucking doing that." So they're trying to milk it all right now before like the party ends. Please don't let them do that. Don't let Rutgers or anybody else do that. It's wrong. Anyway, but I know that a lot of professors were upset about the AI stuff because they're like, oh my God, people aren't going to write like original stuff. And, but they have like ways of figuring out if people are plagiarizing. Now, some of the stuff, but I understand is pretty good. And it's probably good as any, idiotic PhD thesis that's being written on most subjects today. Now, didn't you have them write a script for you?
Yeah, I
30
never
pages?
never tried it, and I thought, let's see what happens, because I was fuck it, why not? And I typed in a prompt, just one of my loose ideas, whatever, and I just hit enter, and I stepped away for a second. And then I come back 10 minutes later, and it's already at 30 pages of a screenplay that was actually kind of coherent. And it was kind of freaky. And I quickly deleted the website because I'm just like, I don't want any memory of that. that was very uncomfortable and very not cool. And I was just like,
Could the AI
this is
burned into
with
your
a
brain?
little more advancements, I could totally see this being tech that could be damn well near indistinguishable from human written word. And that's creepy to me because one of my favorite shows on TV right now is the John Oliver Show. I don't know if you watch it, Mike or Julia. Do you guys watch it?
I've seen John Oliver.
Isn't he on like really late at night?
He's on HBO, but he was also on Community. He was Professor Duncan.
Oh
was
yeah,
the
he was good. Yeah, I've seen like clips of his stuff. He's pretty funny.
He does these kind of, on his show, he'll do these really cool insight pieces on certain topics. And he actually just talked about AI. And he highlighted this thing where someone wrote like a newscast thing that they read on air, but it was all written by AI, and you could not tell. They revealed it at like the end of it, and I was just like, that's nah, I'm good. Don't do that.
Now, if you've done more, Christian, if you've done more research and work and looked more closely at AI and how it works and how it writes, this is an interesting question I have, and it kind of like I want to share something that I read over the weekend with folks, because it kind of ties into our whole like, do we rewrite history to be more inclusive and more accurate, or do we rewrite fiction and fictionalized historical accounts to be more accurate and more inclusive, or do we encourage more people to create new, fresh stories that are more inclusive and more accurate? And what came to mind is because I read this. This is three issues of a 4-issue series. The 4th issue hasn't been released yet. It's called The Bloodstone, and it's written by Ricardo Martinez and with art by Alfonso Ruiz. And it is. I thought it was interesting because earlier today, one of our reservists comes, and he's also, at least his mother is of Hispanic origin. And
that would kind of make him of Hispanic origin,
right?
too.
Well, at least half of him, right? I don't know where the other half is from. It could be from Mars, for all I know. But he was talking about his
Still of
mom.
Hispanic origin.
Yeah,
That would be game changing, Julia. I would love to know if he's half
Martian
Martian.
Manhunter got together with his mom, and
don't be slagging on his mom. You calling his mom a whore?
But
What's
he was
going
saying
on?
maybe they had a monogamous relationship.
Oh
I don't know.
God.
We didn't really get that much into it, but he's talked about how much he loved Luke Cage, and the reason why he loved Luke Cage is black. And he remembers growing up as a kid, his mother would not let him read any comics. Well, she wouldn't let him watch Star Wars, and she wouldn't let him watch Star Trek, because she said to him, Mijo, in the future, obviously, they don't want us to exist because we don't exist. So she was very aware of cultural representation or lack thereof. She wanted her son to be surrounded by stories that reflected his background and celebrated, like the future, right, with him in it. And nothing that she saw on TV was that. So she wouldn't let him watch it. She let him read Marvel because Marvel had at least had black people in it, right?
Yeah.
And Luke Cage was one of those early heroes that he identified with, and that's how he fell in love with the genre. Well, I said, interesting that you should bring that up. I just read over the weekend this really fantastic, series. I'm waiting for issue 4 to come out by this writer and this artist and their team. It's called The Bloodstone. And if it's in your local comic book shop, great. You please check it out. If it's not, you might be able to go online and get it. You could always email us at thecrewaskew@gmail.com. I can send you more information. But it's Tales from the Border, right? So there you go. It pretty much sums it up. It is a fantasy tale, but it's set in, quasi reality about what's going on at the border. And so representation does matter. And so, instead of rewriting history, just writing your perspective, writing new materials. So I don't know. It's just an interesting dynamic.
And then we were talking about
complex,
this, but then
right?
you alerted me to to a great joke about the Jetsons.
Oh no, that's a terrible joke.
A terrible joke.
I mean, it was illustrative of what we were talking about, but it's a truly awful joke.
It's a god awful joke, and it's
this mind reader. That was part of it. But yeah, no, it was just crazy because he's not wrong. Like for the longest time, there wasn't any of that type of representation on TV. And his mom had a point, not even in Star Trek.
Or if you look and there were a minority represented, it was written by a white dude. Black Lightning was created by Tony DeZunga. You can look that up.
It's Tony DeZunga, Black
Lightning. And Trevor Von Eden, Black Lightning, who created. There you go.
See.
Tony Isabella,
an artist,
not DeZunga. Tony Isabella, who's from what I understand, I think Isabella is Italian.
Ooh.
Yeah, he looks a little Italian, doesn't he?
Just a bit.
Those damn.
All right,
Italians.
But Jefferson Pierce, who was.
But it was you're highlighting an issue though, because there is the representation, right. But how authentic is it when they're not written by the people that you're talking about?
You had one of my personal heroes, George Perez, was an early adopter. He created a character called White Tiger. You know, looked him up too. White Tiger is awesome. Hector.
White Tiger is Marvel or DC?
He is DC because that's when he was working for the Rich Buckler.
Whoa.
Yeah, White Tiger, Hector Alea.
James Gunn, we know you watch this. Here's a character.
Ooh, he looks pretty cool, actually.
He's from Marvel, not DC.
Oh, you said sorry.
I said Marvel.
But anyways, I still.
No, you said DC. Actually,
Bill Mantlo and George Perez.
Wow.
So this is one of the guys who was helping to create things, but there came a character that was not created by George Perez and he had to draw him a couple of times. He was not terribly happy about it. He never liked him. His name was Vibe. Vibe from the Justice League, because he was such a stereotype. He was a breakdancing.
Oh no! Did he have Odin's fade? Did he have Odin's fade?
Oh no!
Take a look.
Oh my God!
Wait, Vibe. That they used that archetype of that character of the Flash.
Yes,
okay,
but Paco Ramon. Vibe.
What was that? His name?
Comics, yeah. Paco Ramon.
Oh God.
Oh boy. Yeah.
So this was like, unfortunately, all of the stereotypes that they
everything. It was Jerry Conway is the guy who was one of the, and there he is. There's Jerry.
Creators. Yeah, he looks Hispanic.
He does not.
No,
he looks like Elmer Fudd.
He actually no. Oh, come on, poor Jerry.
Don't do that.
He looks like he should be in an LL Bean commercial. Is what he looks like.
Really?
Yep.
LL Bean?
Going up there to
if they're on crystal meth, maybe.
He looks like going up to the.
Oh wow! He co-created the Punisher.
Yes.
And the first Miss Marvel.
And he also murdered Gwen Stacy.
Whoa!
With a candlestick in the dining room.
See, I think that's
with a goblin glider off the Brooklyn Bridge.
See, I love that. I think that's sick as hell.
Is this a good segue into top 5?
Not even close.
Not even close. But there,
Shut down right away on that one.
someone.
Okay, we're having too
So
much fun.
hold on. Someone said, wasn't Stan Lee the first to have inclusion? Are you talking about whether or not his characters were actually in the writers' room? Because that is something that I think we can look back
There
on
really
and appreciate.
wasn't a bullpen per se. They had like a small room where they would get in and Stan Lee would jump back and forth. But there were a lot of, there was Robbie Robertson, who was J. Jonah Jameson's editor-in-chief. He was the guy who made sure that J. Jonah didn't go like off the deep end.
Didn't go postal.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he had a son who was Randy Robertson. They liked their alliteration. But it was Joe Robertson, so that was all right. So yeah, they did have a lot of the cast of characters were black, and they had some Latino characters, and they had people of Asian descent. So yeah, Marvel was more cutting edge than DC
at the
Comics,
time.
So it
of
was
course.
kind of an awkward attempt, but it was at least an attempt, kind of a thing.
What you mean with
Just trying to
with Marvel?
include
I don't think it was clumsy or no, I think it was
sincere.
yeah.
I think Stan genuinely saw that there was a gap when it came to comic book
course.
characters and did take it upon himself to try and include more things. Now, could he accurately write the life of a character like Black Panther? Probably not, because he's not that dude. But he writes those stories anyway, inspires somebody else to come in and then take up the mantle.
One of my favorite things, though, is he and Jack Kirby created Black Panther, T'Challa,
Mm-hmm.
and the entire kingdom of Wakanda. And I hear a lot of people going, "Yeah, well, you know what? At least they had the balls to make an African American character superhero." And I'm like, "No, they made an African. He was African, not African American." So I kind of feel superior to him, like motherfucker, no, African.
Mike's just like, actually,
Yeah. There you go.
fact bomb. Know your shit. Come on, man.
I was never that guy, never that dude here. But if you come at me like with that arrogant,
like you know this, right?
Yeah,
like come in, like know
fuck
everything.
off. Yeah,
You,
fuck off.
you want to see someone get thrown out of the stash, Fresh Prince style?
And
Oh,
I love
man.
that. And nobody is a bigger fan of Simon Williams Wonder Man than me. And they're talking about making him a man of color, and I'm like, fuck yeah, that's great. That is kick ass.
That's why
Even-
I have no problem with stuff like that. I never have, never really will.
Even though his brother's racist as shit.
Yeah, but let your
the Grim
interpretation
Reaper.
go.
Maybe it could be against white people.
Oh man.
That'd be pretty awesome.
Oh,
Yeah, right.
God damn. Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
That's a thought for the thing.
Christian Marvel. Christian's available.
I
He's
am.
thinking about it.
Give me a call. I'll write it. I don't give a fuck.
Yes, Don McGregor did do Black Panther. It was great.
He posts about how no. Oh my god. Oh, this is actually kind of funny. I shared a video on my private Facebook. I'll send it to you later. How someone pointed out that they're watching Wakanda Forever,
Mhm.
and they're like, we're watching with a friend, and they're like, "What's wrong?" Guy's like, "But he gave Bucky a new arm. He was one of the first people to arrive to save the world,
Mhm.
and yet there's not one Avenger at T'Challa's funeral."
And what did he say? Get this man a shield. You got him a fucking shield.
Yeah.
Gave him. I wouldn't give anybody a shield. Those shields are kick ass, man. But they gave him a shield, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yes, they did. No, no.
Thor, he ain't doing shit. Come on, where
Yeah.
is everybody? I trust me, you out of everybody will love this video. It's fucking hilarious.
And
Now
it's
we're
so
talking
true.
about T'Challa's funeral
Yeah.
in Wakanda.
Yeah.
Are we-
Spoilers.
do
Sorry.
we do we think maybe they didn't want anybody?
I'm hoping they did. I'm hoping that's the
Maybe no one got
explanation.
an invitation because they were like, "Fuck y'all."
I mean, maybe. I hope that's the case. If they do a Black Panther 3, I hope that's the slight little retcon that they make.
Because I mean, my understanding is that Wakanda's not like there's no like open for business sign on there. I mean, you have to be invited. Very few people that aren't Wakandan are invited. And so I mean, I don't know, like that would be my perspective, was like they probably didn't want any outsiders there. They probably wanted to keep
Yeah, but
it.
they were friends with him.
Yeah. I mean,
Well, it would have been, even if that were true, and even if that were true, here I am thinking out loud, even if that were true, even if the Wakandans themselves were like, fuck all the outsiders, this is for us, right? And they didn't invite anybody who wasn't, Wakandan to the funeral. Still, the Avengers could have done something fucking on their own, right? They could have had their own memorial. They could have had something in his honor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But were they going to show that in
Well,
Wakanda
no, it
Forever?
wouldn't have been shown
Probably
in
not.
that movie, but it should show up in some other movie, though.
you know
it
what?
should.
Somebody asked me once, "Are you going to this guy's funeral?" I said, "Fuck no, he's not coming to mine." So maybe that's what it is.
Okay. Wow.
That was good.
Now is the time for top 5.
Top 5.
All right.
right.
Let me cue this amazing theme song because I love it so damn much.
It is-
Mike, what we got?
I truly have 5 this week, so that's a good thing. We got Batman versus Robin number 5 of 5. We've got a demon.
Ooh,
There's a
okay.
devil. The devil. His name is Nazi.
Devil went down to Gotham. He
Yeah,
was looking for a soul
yeah,
to steal.
Niza.
Ooh.
Devil Niza takes over Batman's body.
Ooh.
And it's up
Devin
to...
needs a Scrooge.
No, Niza. Not Devin Niza.
Okay.
Niza.
Niza. Okay.
Niza. So the guy who was behind all the Lazarus Planet bullshit, which is taking the DC universe by storm, I
Yes.
suppose, has taken over Batman's body. And
Holy
now he's
Demon Batman.
Demon Batman. And if you're gonna take over anybody's,
This is the dude to do.
that's the guy to do. If you can't do Superman or Shazam, take over Batman because Batman gonna fuck you up.
Yeah, I'm curious to see how this plays out then, because one of my favorite moments in anything animated with Batman has I think Spectre possessing him for a moment, but Batman's
Mhm.
mind is so strong he kicks him out.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if something similar may happen, even though it is the devil.
No, this is actually a little bit different, and I can't tell you.
Oh my god, that is an image.
Yeah,
That's
that's pretty badass, right?
that's pretty dope.
So yeah, so it's Damian Wayne versus the Devil Niza.
So, Demon Batman. Well, they just got Brits dollars.
These are nuts. Yeah, I like that. That's pretty badass.
Decent nuts. That's so dumb. I love it. Anyway,
I know.
continue.
So next up, we're gonna do what I like to call the Shazamily. It's
Ooh.
Shazam, Fury of the Gods, number 1, and it's written by everyone who's in the movie.
Whoa, this is done by the cast.
Zachary Levi,
Hmm.
Faith Herman, and Amanda Diebert.
DJ
DJ Catrona,
do you see David Sandberg there by chance?
David F. Sandberg,
David F. Sandberg.
Crocodile
Sorry.
Catastrophe.
Awesome.
Scott Collins is doing the artwork in there, and he's one of my favorite artists too. There you go.
That's dope.
Eugene, hello Eugene. Ross Butler and Josh Trujillo, whatever the hell his name is. Sorry, Trujillo.
We're
sorry.
trying here, guys.
I'm like Stanley in the 60s. I'm trying, buddies. I'm doing my best here, but I'm just an old white guy.
Mark Lamb wants to know, is this a normal run or a special set? This seems to be a special
Special, very special.
set to celebrate the new movie.
Yep. So pick that up. It's like little 8-page tidbits for you.
That sounds fun. I like
It
that.
is fun.
I like that they get the cast actually involved in the world of comics.
Me
I
too.
think that's really cool. What we got now?
This is really cool. It's Hallows Eve number 1.
Ooh.
Hallows Eve.
Ooh.
Hallows Eve is a young lady named, I'm going to tell you her real name because why the hell wouldn't I? Elizabeth, where are you? Come on, Betsy. Janine Godbey has worn many masks in her life. And yeah. Well, there you go.
Who is this? I've never heard of
She
this
is
character.
Ben Riley, who is the clone of Spider-Man. This is his girlfriend, and she was given a magic bag of Halloween masks, and they each give her a special power. So this is
Ooh.
actually pretty cool, especially for a volley for serve.
Is she like a newish type of character, or
Yeah.
has she been around?
No, she's very
When you
Very
say that
good. Can I
volley
see?
for serve, what does that mean?
volley for serve is where you like toss it up and goes back and forth. It's like a soft opening.
Oh, okay.
Is there going to be? So this is like issue
Yeah,
one. There's
issue
gonna be,
one.
Gotcha.
I think it's ongoing until they say, "Oh, it's one of 7."
And that is actually Mike's word of the day, ladies and gentlemen.
Volley for serve? No, that's more of the
It's phrase of the
phrase
day.
of the
Then.
day.
Phrase of the day.
There you go. This is really cool. I like the concept of this. The the magic bag of Halloween masks. I
Yeah,
could
so
dig
that's
that.
actually- yeah,
I could get
keep
behind
back.
that.
Keep that
All
back.
right. What we got next?
Next up is Cosmic Ghost Rider.
Okay.
All right, Cosmic Ghost Rider. He's Frank Castle.
Pun-
Frank Castle. Frank Castle. He's gone to hell and back. Frank Castle. Frank Castle used to be a murderous psychopath who went out killing mobsters. Then he became a herald of Galactus, and then he became a spirit of vengeance. So that's why he is
The
the
Cosmic Ghost Rider.
Yes.
Okay.
Is it in the spirit of
Oh, the spirit. I see what you did
the
there.
Punisher?
Well,
I mean,
Frank Castle,
Ghost Rider. Sorry.
Both.
I know. Yes.
It's in the-
Okay.
It's in the spirit of all of
it's in the spirit.
It is.
So wait, what? Okay, I
So,
I love
Frank
everything.
Castle.
I know I love everything about that
Okay.
idea. Harold. What is that word?
Herald of Galactus.
Herald of Galactus.
What does Harold mean?
The
Sorry.
Herald of Galactus was like the Silver Surfer,
Oh,
Fire
okay.
Lord. He was the herald. He would go and say, your puny world is about to be devoured by Galactus. All hail Galactus. All fuck you."
Oh,
Yeah, that's pretty
okay,
much what he
okay,
did.
Yeah.
cool.
Okay. So,
I like that.
and
Mhm.
yeah, and then becoming Ghost Rider and still having the power cosmic. It's pretty badass.
That's a
Mhm.
combination of powers.
And the Punisher, and that I hate all of you motherfuckers, and I'm going to kill whoever I want to kill.
I like that. That sounds dope.
So
And that
this was really well done. The first issue is there's a guy who's on his ass, looking for him because he's renounced all this shit, but he can't help himself.
Mhm.
So
okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. And number 5.
and number 5 is
Last
Phantom
but
Road
not
number
least.
1 by Image Comics. Jeff Lemire. I've been looking forward to this for a while. So you got a long haul trucker who runs afoul of some paranormal bullshit, and goddamn if his life ain't fucked up because of it.
Really?
Yeah.
Now is he a hero, anti-hero?
He's a truck
We
driver.
don't know yet.
He's a truck
He's a
driver. He's a
truck
little bit of
driver.
everything.
He's just,
Okay.
Yeah,
I like that.
we
He's
like
a-
truck drivers.
He's a bag of masks.
Yeah,
Depends on which one he pulls out and puts on.
He's a bag of something.
Gotta
Okay.
Yeah.
J Boy, gotta represent the truckers. All right,
Gotta,
cool.
yeah.
Hey, we
Why
ate
wouldn't you?
today. Probably came in on somebody's truck. So, yep.
All right.
Much
Word.
love for
Those
the
are your
truckers.
top 5,
Those
Mike?
Those
Top
are top
five.
5. Top 5. Go to your local comic book shop,
Great
or you can
picks.
come on into James
Yeah.
Allen Bob's Secret Stash. 'cause
Show
we
your
got
local
'em.
comic shop some love.
Yes, you can. Show them
especially if it's us.
Yeah, exactly right.
Especially
Especially.
if it's us.
Especially.
So, is it time for
Do
me
we
to
have-
get to some
Yeah, you go
business?
ahead.
Some business
'Cause,
of the
who
business?
was- I mean, all the way at the front of it, it's like, all right, what are we selling? It's like, all right, dude.
Well,
Oh, who said
How
that?
do we get rid of him?
I want to
yeah,
talk.
I think we got rid of him.
Oh, we got rid of that douche.
Aw.
All right, sorry.
We ain't selling nothing.
You
Yeah.
think he's still watching? Because
No, probably not because
you
he
know,
was,
I'd be happy to tell you what we're selling.
We're selling fun, is what we're selling. We're selling hopes
we are
and dreams,
we are
and we're selling
hopes.
what you
Fun
can't
with
afford,
a hint of
motherfucker.
spice. With a hint of spice.
Happiness, and some
Happiness,
spice,
joy,
and some spice.
wonderfulness.
Actually, we're going to be giving away something in just 1 minute. I'm
Yeah.
going to let Christian get himself all settled, but
Ooh.
we are still running our 25% off back issues on Mondays and Tuesdays. So if you're in the area, if you want to call us and ask us anything in our back issue bin, 25% off. It's a great deal.
It's a good deal.
Yeah, it's a great deal.
I don't want you to have it, so don't come in on Mondays and Tuesdays.
We have these books back in stock. So for those of you who missed out the first time, it's Kevin Smith, his films and his fans. I think I'm reading that right. I can't read.
Yeah,
through
Kevin
the,
Smith, his films and his fans.
And it is a compilation of things pulled from Kevin's
Films?
social media and also
And his fans.
interviews that kind of punctuate, images, from the archives, and also real images like from Getty and stuff like that, and
hold on.
and some fan art as well. So it's a really cute book.
Written
and
by David Gotti.
It is. It's written by David
Has been
Gotti.
a film fan since he saw The Wizard of Oz when he was 3 years old.
Good
Good
for
first
you,
movie.
David.
Yeah.
That's right. So, but it's
Good for you, David.
it's a really cute book.
It is.
So,
It's actually
and for those
very
of you
cute.
who didn't get it the first time we had it, we have some back in stock. So there's that. We are also going to do, so we love Funkos, and we get Funkos in all the time. But sometimes
Hey, Engelbert Humperdinck,
we go a
listen.
little Funko crazy. So we have quite a few Funkos, and we need to make space for more Funkos because they just keep making more, and they keep making them more incredible. So we're going to be putting together 20 mystery
20
pop
mystery boxes.
Each box is
Ooh.
going to have 6 random pops, but they're random like we would buy them. So they're Marvel and DC and cool funky
They're
stuff from
pop culture.
pop culture.
And then I'll help mix it up. I'll just make it
Yeah.
chaotic.
There you go. Like old TV shows, Fruit Loops, Lucky Charms guys, all that kind of stuff. And then in 2 of those 20 boxes, we're going to have some special surprises. We're going to swap out one of the pops that we pull off our shelves with either this fantastic
We're
Kevin
gonna have a
Smith
signed
pop,
Kevin Smith pop.
which is from the 20th anniversary of the stash, or another lucky winner. Yeah, it says,
One of the
20th,
sodas?
it says 20th anniversary.
It is the 20th
And
anniversary.
a pair of the Jay and Silent Bob Funko sodas.
Signed.
Signed, exactly right, signed. So we will be putting up more information about it. So you pay one, you're taking a shot, 2 out of 20 chance, right?
Yeah.
Of
1 out of 10
getting
now.
this, but
It's a
every
good
box
odds.
is going to be filled with awesome pops. So it's like a no
Oh, hell
lose
yeah.
situation. So we're going to be putting them up for sale. Check our social media; you'll see an announcement about that soon. And we've also enabled gift cards, e-gift cards. So if you go to our website, thesecretstashonline.com, you'll see up at the top nav bar, you'll see a little tag that says gift cards. You can now purchase e-gift cards. Now these e-gift cards are good for anything in the store, right? In the brick and mortar store in Red Bank, or anything on thesecretstashonline.com. They are not interchangeable with the superstore, jayandsilentbob.com. So just, disclaimer, it's all in the fine print, but we don't read, right?
I personally think that we're super, but that's beside the point.
Everybody's super. It's all
Right.
part of the same family. I'm just letting folks know that if they buy an e-gift card on our website, they can use it in the store or on thesecretstashonline.com. So that's available too now. And a little bit about some events that are coming up. We could not be more delighted. Michael,
Look at me, I'm delighted.
Michael has been waiting for this for years.
have.
I just really discovered Mark and his work and his impact in the past year and a
I'm
half that
hyped
I've
for
been
this one.
around. But Mark Bernardin is going to be coming to the stash. He's actually going to be out here. He's going to Smodcastle. He's going to be doing a 3-day the Ides
Event. They're
of
gonna
Mark.
be
The
doing
Ides of
some-
Mark.
We're
in
showing his
March.
favorite movies.
They're showing his favorite movies. He's going to do that. And that's over at Smodcastle Cinemas in Atlantic Highlands. And that's going to be a hell of a lot of fun. But, we saw he was going to be out here. And so Michael's like, I got to ask him if he's got a couple hours, and we'll take him for an hour. It's 30 minutes. And we just got to get him in the store because we want to meet him.
And
in
you've got him
person.
for not 1, not 2, but for how long?
3 hours.
There you
He
go.
was able to carve out 3 hours, and we're very appreciative of that. So he will be in store. It's up on our website under events. We're also doing social media about it. So it is, no charge, no ticket necessary to enter. If you want him to sign something, you buy one of his books, and he'll sign it for you. And the only caveat is that he has somewhere he has to be later in the day. So depending on, what the traffic is like,
We're going to cap that
may
line.
have to cap the line. But we're happy to see people, and we're delighted he's going to be here. And then on then April 15th, fuck your taxes. Mike McCone is going to be in the store doing a sketch event.
Artist extraordinaire Mike McCone's going to be here. He'll sign stuff for you. I love Mike. I've known Mike for years. We finally gotten him to come down and be in the back of the store doing stuff. He'll take commissions.
What is he working on now?
He is doing Marvel. He did a bunch of Marvel variant covers. He's most famous for He did a run with J. Michael Straczynski on the Fantastic Four. He did
Ooh.
Exiles.
He did Teen Titans.
He did Teen Titans with
Amazing
Jeff Johns.
Spider-Man. Mhm.
Amazing Spider-Man. He is one of my favorite working pencilers these
You've
days.
wanted to get him in here for a while.
I have.
Mhm.
And you know what? He's going to be here on April 15th from 12 to 5.
Oh, he did The Punisher too. Sorry,
And
did you
yes,
say that
he-
already?
No, but he's done a bunch of stuff. So
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
amazing. And I mean, we're delighted.
Yes,
This
we
is
are,
me
absolutely.
being delighted again.
He's delighted. See his delighted face. He's
So-
My
delighted.
delighted face.
Jay's
He's
asking
delighted.
a question that actually leads me to a question I'm going to ask. So, sorry. Can we? Michael is asking a question. Can we get Mark's book signed and shipped? And does that go for Mike's art as well?
That's a good question. We are talking with Mike McCone. Mike McCone actually is hellishly busy, and he said he was not going to be able to take any commissions before the event. He would take commissions at the event and then deliver after the event.
Yeah.
When you're just going to have to wait. So we'll work on how to make that happen. So stay tuned for that. And you can always call us at the store for that. As far as Mark and his work, that's a great question. I guess
Yeah.
we could do that, right?
Sure.
Why not? Yeah, we could
Yeah,
figure
I
out a
could
way
probably.
to do that,
Yeah, you could call, pay for the books.
and we could ship it to you.
Yeah, we'll have Adora and the.
Oh,
the
Adora's
Distance.
back in stock?
Yes.
Oh yeah,
We'll have Adora and the
Adora,
Distance in stock. Plus, we'll have Genius
Genius, right?
volumes 1 and 2, and I've got a couple of the Heroes Reborn because he did Peter Parker, the Amazing Shutterbug.
Mhm.
Ooh.
Yeah, and just so you know, if you want more information about the Ides of Mark, what we were talking about, he's going to be at Smodcastle. It's going to be the 15th, 16th, 17th of March. You can go to smodcastlecinemas.com and you
Mhm.
can buy tickets for that. He's also doing a Fat Man Beyond live
On the 17th.
on the 17th. He absolutely is. So.
And there's something going on this weekend.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, Smodcastle Cinemas, bookmark them. Smodcastlecinemas.com. They've always got something going on. Not only do they have first run movies,
Yeah, but
you know,
what
in
they're
a
showing this
beautiful, in a
weekend.
beautiful atmosphere, but they've got this weekend.
Bless you.
Me
you.
sneezing. They have me sneezing, being
They
delighted and
have,
sneezing.
We're
I love
talking
you.
about-
You hate me.
Are we talking
We're a
about
happy
the?
family.
Are we talking about the Fat Man on Batman Mask of
Well, that too,
Phantasm?
but I was going with the.
Barney
I was
does.
burying the lead and doing the.
Oh, the Barney thing.
Yeah,
Oh.
Yeah,
There's a
there.
Barney documentary. I hear it's funny.
Let me see. Follow Barney the dinosaur's furious reaction and what he says about the human need to hate. Something in American society was broken and never came back, or is it just who we were? Oh, right, because it's supposed to be like they created Barney. But reason why people hated Barney, I can tell you why I hated Barney, because it's stupid. I mean, it's not that
Yeah.
we hated cute, fun things. I mean, you know,
I didn't like Barney as a kid. I thought
I
he
love
was stupid
Speed
too.
Racer.
We
Sir,
never
I love-
allowed our kids to watch Barney.
yeah,
Barney,
I mean,
Barney did
was,
the one thing in kids media that I hate. It talked down to kids.
Yeah.
Like it really did not respect the fact that some of these kids are actually pretty damn intelligent.
and he's ugly. I mean, they could have created. I
Yeah,
mean,
he don't look friendly.
with all of the artistic ability and all the materials that you could have created. I mean, we had the Muppets for
He's
God's sakes.
AI, baby.
I mean,
He's
he was
AI.
like
he is AI.
like a
driven.
blobby purple dumbass.
Barney was the devil.
Yeah, no, he's a.
But now
he's-
you guys can see what inspired the hate at
Yeah,
Smodcastle Cinemas.
Yeah, I'd be in the hater crowd. Like I'd be like, I hate Barney in the hater crowd. But the Gilbert Diaries is going to be shown there.
Oh.
Like I said,
That's rough, Kyle.
Fat Man on Batman, The Mask of Phantasms on the 5th, this Sunday. I believe Kevin is
doing a post
Yeah,
Q&A.
he's doing a post Q&A on that.
I am hyped for that movie.
Yes, indeed.
I love Mask of the
Then
Phantasm.
we got Clerks Up All Night, which I don't know. That might be
It's the 10th?
Yeah, that is the 10th.
I'll
And
be
it is
there.
sold out. Yeah, so you're shit out of luck if you didn't already have tickets, if you haven't bought your tickets.
Actually, there's 2 available tickets if you contact
No.
Jen. If you
Kaminsky?
if you go through Jen Kaminsky, she's
Okay.
got 2 tickets available if they haven't been copped already.
All right, if
All
you're
right.
not Facebook friends with Jen Kaminsky, make sure you are so you can get
The
those
World of
Yeah.
Kevin Smith, you'll
Yeah.
see her post. She leaves
Exactly,
stuff
yeah.
around.
So there's a lot of great stuff coming up. And obviously, if you're up at Smodcastle for a show and you're hanging around town, please come visit us. And we'd love to see you. So that's all the business I have for right
Sure.
now.
I'd be delighted to see you,
He'd be delighted. Look at his delighted face. So delighted.
Jack.
I'd be happy to see you. I don't work here though, but
Well,
I'll do a signing one day. Of what? I don't know. I'll just sign whatever the fuck you want.
Oh, you have some stuff. You just can't talk about it yet. You're
Not
being,
yet.
being very cagey about it. Pretty soon we will have to. We'll have to be like, can you check your calendar, Christian? 'Cause we really need you to come into the store.
Sooner rather than later.
Snoop.
But
Snoop.
there is one thing I do have to promote a little bit. This is more of a personal thing. I have a short film coming out this Saturday at 2:00 with my good buddy Charles, starring Charles Rivera from U.S. Comics.
Very nice.
This is a short film I've been working on called Mr. Downtown. This will be premiering on my YouTube channel on Saturday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It was really fun to make.
That is
It was going to
amazing.
be
Is that AI?
no, it was not
Motherfucker.
AI. It was not AI.
Sell out.
I'd rather have a Christian hug than a signature. Hey man, I got
Aw.
you. No problem. Patent pending hugs though. Sorry,
There we
guys.
go. There we go.
But yeah, no
Why do you gotta
problem.
go patent pending? That was weird.
Patent pending.
That's weird.
Christian
All right.
forever.
Christian forever. There we go. I love that.
But yeah, no, that's my shameless little bit of
What
self
are you
promotion.
knocking? What did
No,
I
no,
do?
I'm just saying you got anything because we are at the hour.
We're at
No
the
souls
hour.
are saved after the hour, apparently.
Wow.
I think
So-
I think just generally,
Oh, yeah.
I will say
I love you guys. Thank you.
I-
I love all of our fans, and even some of our not fans.
they're fun too.
They're mostly dipshits, and you get blocked. So, but keep on coming. Make up as many fake things as you can, and keep coming back on here and try to tell me that I don't belong here because I love that.
What's Christian's YouTube channel? It's Arcade Productions. You can
I don't know.
at Arcade Productions.
I need a Christian Cortez fuck the suits autograph. Absolutely, I got you, Chris.
He'd be happy to do it.
No problem. But
All right.
you know what? I will say though, 37 episodes. I have had nothing but a ball doing this show with you guys,
Absolutely.
and I think that our on the spot, just hey Christian, want to do a podcast? Sure, has spawned some of the best times and best laughs I've had in a very long time. So I could not ask for better co-hosts. So thank you guys.
Of course.
Thank you for allowing me to hang with you guys after hours and in the morning.
It
Before.
was a no-brainer. See what I did? See what I told you I'd never do that again.
There we go. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Peace, and we will see you.
Peace and love. That was another
Next time
episode of Life
of-
in the Secret Stash.
Yes.
Now
indeed.
go on home.
Get
They probably are home already.
bye.
We're the ones who have to go home.
Good night, guys.
Hey kids, we're live at the Secret Stash with Mike, Julia, and Christian. It's a hella bash. Tune in and check out the podcast. We got the nerd button on repeat and we're gonna smash. Come on in, I assure you that we're open. Shoe polish on our signs cause our locks are always broken. You need that view askew? You know we got you, dude. Showing gratitude and always smiling, never rude. Top 5 movie reviews and what's new. We bring in all the big guns when we coming through. Welcome to the stage. Come on, enjoy the day. Hurry up, so come and last. You know we love it, the sacred stage.